Okay, so Unit 2, Lesson 3, the need for addressing, I honestly think is probably one of the more fun activities in code.org, honestly. So, what you are going to be doing before you do anything else in this class, you are going to split yourselves up into two groups of four. So, assuming that everybody's in class today or on the day that this is happening, we should be able to split ourselves pretty evenly into two groups of four. Easiest thing to do might be the four of you that typically sit at the front table, and then the four of you that typically sit at the back table. I know this prompt says you're in a room with five other people, all of you with the same name. What might happen when you start communicating with each other? Obviously, you start saying something to one person and they are assuming that they're being talked to, or you're talking to them when you're actually talking to somebody else. As unique of a name that I have, Asa, I always assume that somebody is talking to me when I hear somebody say like Lisa, for example. And even, I mean, that happens all the time when I am putting in like food orders over the phone or something like that. I will give my name and then I'll get the receipt back and see that they even put Lisa sometimes, Mason, Jason, are other ones that I get. So I've gotten in the habit of actually just spelling out my name. But yeah, so you'll have some issues with addressing, all right, with addressing the proper person, all right. Look at the title of the lesson here. So the activity for today is going to revolve around two things. So you have an activity guide, which I posted a link here to this image. Hopefully you should be able to access it, but let me see here. So, so everybody here should at least be able to view it. So if you click the link here, you should be able to access the activity guide, and then just make a copy of it so that you can edit it and save it for your own notes. So go to the activity guide, and you are going to be doing this activity a few different times in a few different ways. So since you are going to be, or since everybody is going to be in a group of four, all right, you are going to cross out both Sunday and Saturday. Okay, so basically what you're trying to do is to make plans to see your classmates. All right, you need to meet with every classmate at least once during the week, and you can only meet with one person each day. So each time you complete the activity is going to be a different week. So this first week right here is going to be pretty simple. Okay, you're allowed to talk to each other. You can just like say, oh, I'm free on Monday. Are you free on Tuesday or whatever? So everybody's weeks are going to look different. So say, for example, I am available on Tuesday. So everybody in the group should be writing my name on Tuesday, for example. Obviously, I'm not available on Saturday, or let's just say Saturday or Sunday. Those are completely out. So everybody should say, or everybody in my group, they should say Asa on Tuesday, because that is a day that I am available. If I say that I'm available on Tuesday, but somebody else says that they're available on Tuesday, then obviously we can collaborate to say like, oh, well, I'm also free on Monday. I'm also free on Monday so that, maybe instead of everybody meeting with me on Tuesday, we can meet with Audrey or something on Tuesday, and then we can meet with me on Monday. And you want to do this until you fill out your schedule. All right. And then also, before you start filling out the schedule, choose a random day of the week that you're busy and cross it out. So again, let's say for me, Wednesday. All right, I am not available on Wednesday. That is just the one day of the week where I cannot do anything. Okay, so I have to figure out the days of the week where everybody here is available. Okay, so this is a day that people cannot hang out with me. Okay, other people's Wednesdays can get filled out, but this is a day that people like I just cannot hang out. All right, so you're going to be doing that for week one. All right, week one, you can talk to anybody, you can actually communicate with them. However, after week two, and then same deal, since everybody is going to be a group of four, cross out Saturday and cross out Sunday. Crossing out Saturday and crossing out Sunday. And then you pick your random day of the week that you're busy and you cross it out. So for week two, so I'm going to also leave Wednesday here crossed out. And then let's say week two, I am unavailable on Monday. Okay, so I need to figure out on week two how to communicate to the people in my group that I'm not available on Monday, but I am perfectly fine with hanging out any other day of the week. So how are we going to do that if we're not able to speak? Well, now we are going to be using the internet simulator. So going in the internet simulator, all right, you're going to go to lesson 3 and you are going to click the first activity, okay? So this is where you are going to join a room. So I'm not sure, let me see if I am able to actually join it. So here is where you are going to communicate with your classmates. So here you have, sending a message. It's in ASCII, so I am going to be typing. All right. So I just typed this, but when I type the message, all right, there's no name. There's no name that comes across. And also this bubble right here, or this square, is going to populate. All right. It is going to populate with other bubbles, all right, that do say, or I'm pretty sure they do say that the names of the other people that are in the group. But when you actually send the messages, there are going to be no names. There are going to be no names that are associated with the messages. So you are going to have to figure out a method of basically, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to give any ideas or anything like that. But what you're going to be doing is trying to figure out how you can fill out this week 2 schedule. All right, week 2, week 3, and week 4 schedules with only using this internet simulator that does not have any names attached to it. Okay? So, again, this is the week 2 one. So the week 2, all right, this is the first one where you are actually going to be using the internet simulator. And the main rule is that no talking, no actual verbal communication is allowed. I mean, obviously you can voice your frustrations with your struggles and everything, but don't say anything that says, don't say like, okay, everybody stop. I'm going to be typing something right now. This message is from me. All direct communication about filling out your schedule needs to go through this internet simulator. Okay? So again, cross out the weeks that you are available, or the days that you are available and the days that you are unavailable. I suppose if everybody is making a copy of these, I can just cross out Saturday and Sunday for everyone already, since everyone should be in groups of 4. So I can just do that now, and then let me clear out Wednesday, and I can clear out Monday here for you as well. All right, so you're going to be going through this through weeks 3, and you also have a 4th week there as well. So after you've completed, week 2, all right, there is going to be an additional challenge here as well. So continue on with that. After you're done with everything, there is a short video here, a code.org video, actually, with the creator of the internet, all right? And no, it is not Al Gore. He is not the creator of the internet. It is this guy here. So you will learn about IP addresses and DNS. So we have some additional prompts and questions and definitions, just like at the end of the last slide. So have some things to put in your notes. So these prompts, similarities and differences between the IP and the addressing rules that our class made. So the things that you made to identify one another in your internet simulator, and would rules like ours or the IP work if they were completely a secret. Okay, and then again, we have one of these not visible slides in presentation mode or whatever, but we have 3 definitions for you to add to your notebook. Okay, so add definitions for protocol. All right, so protocol, this is the thing that you will eventually develop. All right, you are going to inadvertently develop a protocol throughout the process of determining how you are going to organize your week. All right. IP address is the unique number assigned to each device on the internet. It's literally how any device actually gets identified, and that a signal or any data transmission can make it from one location to the correct location, essentially. And then internet protocol for sending data across the internet, assigns unique numbers, IP addresses to each connected device. Okay, so when I had done this activity before with the chat room, I had a lot of fun with it. I think this is one of the more fun sort of widgets that's in code.org. So yeah, go through these activities, and I'm hoping that even without my guidance or anything, that this works out well for you. And then after that, we can get into routing and redundancy.